Hey everybody, it's Cory with Utah Dream Properties and Keller Williams. Today we're going to talk to you about moving to Salt Lake City.
Let's get to work. Let's get to work.
So let me give you some information on Salt Lake first, before we go over the numbers Salt Lake has. Salt Lake is obviously the capital of Utah, and so it's the largest population. Kind of the epicenter of everything in Utah starts in Salt Lake City, and then everything kind of expands out from there. So that's why we say a lot of times how far we are from Salt Lake or from the base, right? So between Salt Lake and the base, there's about 45 minutes there. Salt Lake has all the things that we've ever talked about. Salt Lake has shopping, it has nightlife, it has an art district. You can live on the mountain, you can live in the flats. Obviously, Salt Lake City proper is there, but then there's a whole bunch of little towns all around it, Draper, and all kinds of different, West Valley, South Jordan, all these different cities. So the whole metropolis of what is Salt Lake County is over 1 million people. So it's a very large area, and there's a lot of people there, but there's access to everything that you can think of as far as eating and shopping and outdoor and everything else. So if you want to live in Salt Lake, of course, you're going to have to pay more because that's where everything really is. So we'll talk about these numbers. So if you look at these are of July of 2024, so just finishing up July, the median sold price down there is $625,000. So of course, that's over 100,000, even almost 150,000 more than say like somewhere up in Weber area, Ogden, something like that, right? So of course, if you look at the map and you start going out from Salt Lake, you're going to get more bang for your buck as far as per square foot and those kind of things when you go away from Salt Lake City. Not to discourage you from being in Salt Lake, because their values have also gone up, and there are a lot of places down there where we help investors buy properties, so we can talk about that too. But the minimum square feet down there is just under 2,000, 3-bed, 2-bath. Days on market still 26, so even though lots of people, big city and that, the median days on market is 26. 198 properties sold in July, and there's still 593 around. So 600 active, just under 200 sold. So the numbers are not super crazy, and if you look at other large cities in different states, these are actually very good. So when you start talking about, do I want to buy a rental property there, or do I want to live there, and all those kind of things? Yes, I mean, it's a very nice city to live in. You've got access to a lot of different things. Their transportation is very, very good. But let's talk for buyers and sellers, because that's what we normally do when we try to sum this up. So for buyers, of course, you have to be prepared. You're going to pay more per square foot because you're right in the middle of everything, and you're right in the middle of everything. So pros and cons, right? That's the way that works. You're going to pay for where you're at. And there's different parts of Salt Lake. We can explain that to you when you call us and ask us for information. If you're over by the University of Utah or in a historic district, you're going to pay a little bit more. And there are some other areas that you can pay a little bit less, but you can still be in the city. You don't have to buy necessarily a single family home. You could live in, there are a lot of townhomes and apartments down there, condos, that kind of thing. Typical city living if you wanted to live right downtown. So like I said, just give us a call. We'll go over all of those things with you, and we can kind of figure out what you really would need. And for buyers, let's talk about the days on market real quick. So 26 days on market is great. Now, of course, depending on where you are in the price points, that's going to be different, right? If it's under 500 or under in Salt Lake, you're probably multiple offers and it's going very, very fast. You start getting up to 625 and over, and you might have a few more days to think about things and look at some different properties. You're not making snap decisions. And then our sellers, people that want to list properties and sell them, very good time to do that. Everything down there is doing well. So if you compare this to last year, numbers are up, so values are up, which means if you bought a home and you want to sell it, you're going to have equity in that home more than likely. And of course, it's always a good investment in the Salt Lake area. We have people come from all over the world to invest in the Salt Lake area. And then the different numbers on here for our sellers, other than value is kind of the biggest one for there. The days on market down there, we'll talk about that, because like I said, if it's under 600-ish, 550 and under, it's still moving very fast. So if you're over that, then we start talking about, all right, do we need to make sure we're painting things? Do we need new carpeting? Do we need to do those kind of things? But we'll do a walkthrough with you and make sure hey, this is the best bang for your buck. Keep as much money in your pocket as we can. Okay, everybody, so that was some information on moving to Salt Lake City, and we did July of 24's numbers. Bree's doing this every week for us. She puts them out every Friday, hard at work behind the camera. All of our contact information is down below. Contact us, call us, text us, ask us questions, please. We want to get the information out that people want. This is one of the questions that we had, so we're getting that out to you. Like and subscribe. We're here for you. Have a great day.